Hey everybody, today I'm going to be talking about why I play Ultima Online in 2024 and why I personally feel like you should too. Over the last couple of years, I think we've all noticed, gosh, it seems like it's been 5, 10 years actually, that the new MMORPGs that are coming out really don't have any kind of pizzazz to them. It's more copycat. Everything's trying to be either a WoW clone or a clone of something else. And what I really appreciate about Ultima Online is that the game itself, yes, it has changed a little bit since way back in like '97, but the core basics are there. The ability to pretty much do anything that you want to do, create anything that you want to create, build a house from scratch, decorate it however you want, build your character from scratch, get different kinds of pets and tames and things like that that are going to allow you to customize how you do what you do in the game. And I'm coming from a guy, I've played them all. I've played World of Warcraft, I've played EverQuest, I played some of the newer ones like Final Fantasy, a couple of the other MMORPGs that are out there, and they're not terrible games. They're really not, and a lot of them have a lot of content to them that allows you to not be bored for a while. But after a bit, it's like the end game is the exact same thing over and over and over again. There's no real variety of what you can do in the game except for be an altaholic and just go make more characters, more characters, more characters. So what I really have enjoyed about Ultima Online over the last, gosh, seems almost 30 years has been the ability to really set out and do anything that you want to do on your character. Now you can set them up, and we're going to go over a little bit of skills here. Obviously, my skills are going to be a little different than whatever you guys were deciding, or maybe what you played back in the past. But my guy is set up solely as a tamer, spellweaver. So this is what I have going on here. But the server I'm on is called UO Alive, and it allows you to have secondary skills, or they call them free skills. You can actually level up as well to be able to be proficient in things that aren't game breaking, such as tracking or removing trap or things something like that. So you don't have to have a whole secondary character just to walk into a dungeon and open a chest. But I mean, you have characters on this server alone that don't log in to fight anything. They probably don't even slay a creature in months, because what they're doing is they're actually setting up their shops. They have mastered the art of blacksmithy and lumberjacking and carpentry and things like that that actually allow them the ability to set up a actual e-commerce site almost, so people can use the vendor search to actually find all of the wares that they have. My favorite one that I've seen, man, this guy's name is Ragnall. He built, this is all custom. The plot itself comes completely blank. So what he started off with was something like this, just a huge blank plot. And he custom built all of this to make it look like a shop, different stables, his vendor area. And coming in here, this is usually where you'll find him if he is here. Okay, yeah, he is here. He looks like he's redoing some stuff. But he creates all of this to be perfect for his style of gameplay, which is crafting and developing different kinds of armors and weapons for other characters on the server. And he's not the only one that does this. There are several different crafters that do the exact same thing. And one of the things we're going to show on here as well that I think Ultima Online has kind of cornered the market on is the actual graphics themselves. I know that you may look at it and say, hey, you know, those graphics are way outdated. But in the long run, what have we seen out of the new games that come out? I mean, people are popping through walls. You've got glitching going on. You've got first person view that limits what you can see. All kinds of stuff that actually, in the end of the day, makes the game even less enjoyable than something a little bit more simple. So one of my favorite houses that they've designed is actually the Magencia rune book here. And this guy actually created all of this for other players. It's just a free area they can go to, use all these different rune books to travel around the world and actually be able to experience different areas of the map itself that they maybe not even knew about or couldn't get access to until a much later area. They'd have to get a boat and everything else. This person or this player has actually designed this entire area to be able to help players get around the map. And that includes different runes to quest entrances, different runes to places that offer, right here, this is their tame book. This is where all the different people can go to, you know, look for, you know, specific tames that they want to tame and everything else. So This is going to be on UO Live. I can't speak for this kind of stuff on other servers. I'm sure that they do something very similar, but the community here is just absolutely amazing. So if you are thinking about coming back to Ultima Online, or maybe even coming to Ultima Online for the first time, you've got to let me know so we can get you on and get you the videos on how to actually install it and get going. It takes about, I'd say, about 7 minutes to get everything going. You can be in the server. So, but be that here or there, the reason I chose Ultima Online in 2024 and ending of 2023 is I've been bouncing around different games trying to find something that really kept my interest for more than like a month, because I tried WoW. You can get leveled up in WoW in about a week, to be honest, and then the rest of it is just the same thing every single week that you play over and over and over again. Now, PvP does add a different element to it. If you wanted to go that route, there's no PvP on this server outside of the actual like guild versus guild stuff. But UO is known for its PvP. So Ultima Online in itself was built around the savagery of the ability to actually just play PvP. And go around as a character and, without lack of better wording, just grief everyone you come across if you want to, and it's all perfectly within the game's design to do that. So like I said, UO Alive specifically only allows the PvP within an agreed upon status or statter, which would be guild versus guild, or player versus player on a one-on-one basis. But we are thinking about opening up some cool stuff that's going to involve some guild versus guild stuff here shortly. But man, it's an awesome game, and there's so much to it. And one of the things that I've really enjoyed are something called champ spawns. I've got an entire book here for it. These are all different areas that players actually go to, and they'll summon in a champion, like a world champion, and then you'll see 5, 10, 15, the highest I've seen is about 20 players all in the same area, defeating enemies, trying to get the champ to spawn. And when he does, defeating down this boss. And then it's funny, all this gold like rains down, and you've got gold all over the ground. You've got power scrolls to up your skills, everything else that can go into that. And by doing so, you build a really good sense of the community that you're with, because everyone sees you there doing it with them, and they'll remember your name. They know who you are after a couple of times, if you either talking in the general chat or going to these champ spawns, going to these doom runs that they've got, really participating in the community. If you're a vendor, like if you're like a crafter, everyone knows your name. Ragnall is a well-known name across the entire server. And I feel like that's something very unique with Ultima Online that other games just really don't have anymore, is actual player communication. Everyone is constantly talking in this game. You have to. There's a lot of things that you can't simply do if you go out solo, and it's not just like you get to go to a little stone, click something, and then everybody just joins you randomly. You don't talk the whole time, and you just face roll across the keyboard until the whole thing is done. You actually have to get involved with the community here and actually talk to people, join a guild, and get going to be able to do the later content. And the content is constantly something new. The champ spawns are going to be the same each time you go to them, like for like a desert champ spawn, but the different kinds of monsters that can come with that champ spawn change almost every single time. So you're not going to be going to the exact same thing over and over again. So for example, if you were playing WoW right now and you wanted to do one of the latest instances, every single time you go into that instance, it's the exact same layout, the exact same mobs, the exact same boss, the exact same strategy, the exact same everything. And unfortunately, that gets a little tiresome after a while, because you're just doing the exact same thing over and over again. And what's even worse is a lot of these games nowadays will limit you. You can only do this once a week. Well, you can finish all that on a Monday. What are you supposed to do in the game the rest of the time? Well, I guess we'll just fly around. It's not like that here. There's constantly things that you can do. And if you're not playing your fighter, you can get on your crafter. If you're not playing your crafter, you can get on your mage. If you're not playing your mage, you can get on your, I don't know, I guess at that point you would really go to like a tamer or something else. And there's all of these characters. You can either combine several into one, or you can have separate characters that can share across your account, your home, everything else. And you also have the ability to customize your house, all the different things as far as your colors go. There's dye tubs to make sure that all of your armor looks different. There's all kinds of special custom items. And UO Alive has really stepped up on this because they've constantly got events going where the players really get to feel involved in the community by going to these events. And these events, you'll have people 30, 40, 45 people show up to them. And it's crazy to see how fast these some of these monsters and stuff will go down whenever you see just a zerg of players coming at them. But I'll tell you what, I think that we're going to skip over to some actual game footage of just some of the things that you can do while on Ultima Online here on the UO Live server. Alrighty, so right now we've actually got my guild leader, Fox. He's actually going to be running a desert champ pretty quickly. So we're going to go ahead and open up my book here, head over to desert, and show you guys what a desert champ spawn is. So basically you've got a designated spot where there is a little ritual site, and at that point you can actually pop that with your valor. So your character actually has to have enough valor in order to summon the champion. The champion itself and the creatures that are spawned will actually give valor back. So if you continuously fight during the actual champ spawn, in most cases, you'll be able to gain enough valor back to be able to activate the next champ spawn. But if you don't, then at that point, obviously, you'll have to do some others. So what we're doing right now is just waiting for more people to come, because as you do some of these champ spawns, some of them will have bonuses that allow you to get more power scrolls than you could on the regular ones, but only if you do them in an allocated time. So it's a really cool setup, and I think we're going to kind of shut up and just let you guys see how it goes. All right, so as you can see here, we've got the boss up. He's in the middle of this cluster over here. He's just getting a straight beat down. But the mobs actually go from pretty simple in the beginning, and they progress as you go along the champ spawn to more and more difficult. This one in itself is actually known for being rather easy. The rats, you see a lot of people come out for this one. There are other champ spawns that are extremely challenging. It just really depends on what you're looking to do. A lot of the champ spawns bosses are actually going to be associated with quests as well. So there's just a lot to do on these champ spawns. I mean, you really can't get tired of it. And the great thing is that it's a random chance to drop some of these scrolls at the end. And so a lot of people will definitely come out for these with the bonus, because as you can see here, we reached the bonus of tier 1 and we got all of these different scrolls. So as for example, these aren't going to be worth a whole bunch, but the 115s are the ones that people like to use for their pets, to actually grant their pets more skill. So we actually came out with a pretty good haul here. And as you can see, the gold just starts raining down everywhere. People can grab that. We're going to go ahead and get out of this cluster here. But again, look at all the different players that are all coordinated together, you know, talking in the general chat, you know, asking where is help needed, what can I do to help, all this kind of stuff. I mean, it's a game that truly utilizes communication and teamwork, unlike a lot of the newer MMOs that I see, where it's all just kind of random pug style grouping. No one talks, and when they do, it's usually negative. Whereas here, you know, you're going to get a lot of support, a lot of help, and it's just a great community to be in. So if you are thinking about playing Ultima Online, man, please do. It's just a lot of fun. UO Alive is the server that I play on, and if you want a better community, you're not going to find one anywhere. This is where you're going to find the most help, the most resources probably from day one, and you're always welcome to reach out to me. My name is Malin on the game, or you can reach out to me as Gymnastic Goldfish in the Discord, and I would absolutely love to help you get started. So, but all in all, hey, that's why I play UO Ultima Online in 2024, and I will be playing it until it's no longer available, more than likely, because I just don't see newer games coming out as far as MMOs with anything like this is, kind of development towards teamwork, customization, and the ability to always have something to do when you're online. So you guys have a great day, and I will see you guys in the next video.